Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm so excited for this one because in this video, we will be discussing which is more powerful, feeling or repetitive affirmations. Should we just repeat and repeat, or is it more powerful to just feel it once and then kind of let go? Let's get into it. Okay, in my experience and just the people that I've read on and have learned from, the Bible being one of them, and then Neville Goddard and Joseph Murphy, all of these great, profound leaders in the spiritual world, they have all made it very, 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 very clear that the feeling is the secret. Okay, the secret. That's what it's all about. And I have been thinking about this a lot lately because it's not so much about saying your affirmations until you're blue in the face. It's about getting yourself in the state that already has what you want and what you desire. So, for example, I can affirm all day that something is happening in my life. Okay, let's say that, this leaf, or I have a tree that's right in front of me over here. If I am constantly saying the tree is blue, the leaves on the tree are blue, no matter how many times I say that, my subconscious mind will not be impressed because of all of the knowledge that I have already that will push that, it will push that concept out. It will say no, it will reject it because it knows, Brianna, leaves, they're not going to turn blue. I mean, that's a fake tree, by the way. So, I mean, it's going to stay green. Those leaves are going to stay green. Now, I am using this as an example because in Joseph Murphy's book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, by the way, I'll leave the links down below for anybody who actually wants to buy those books and actually read it for yourself. But in this book, he talks about, and I have it right here written down, he says that the subjective mind always overturns the objective. So this is why your perception of things are so important. Your perception is everything. Your perception is your reality. And if you have an affirmation that you've created for yourself that you cannot get on board with and you're not seeing results with, I would highly, highly suggest creating a different set of affirmations that you can stand by. And what I mean by this is, from my experience, there have been times where I've affirmed, for, I can't even think of something. I mean, let's talk about like finances or something. If you're wanting to affirm like a very large sum of money and you're just like, okay, I have this in my bank account, I have this in my bank account, but it's like, but I don't believe that. And my subconscious is just like, what? Like, it's not bite-sized. These goals aren't bite-sized because it's so far out. I mean, you really have to think about what the affirmation is, because at the end of the day, affirmations are only there. It's language, right? We're using the English language in this case. Affirmations are just words that you say to yourself to help you get in the state. That's all it is. And if we were to take the English language away for just a moment, all it would be is energy. All it would be is vibes, right? Vibrations. It would just be that. So I encourage you to think of more so, what state are you in? What state are you in? And more importantly, what is the state that you're in when you have that thing? Because the truth is that, and here's the truth, there are infinite states. There are infinite states of being. Infinite. And we can't even like grasp our head around this concept, but there are infinite states of being. And every day when you wake up in the morning and before you go to bed, these are very, very important times where you can kind of tap into these different states. And then they are pushed out into your reality. So, in my humble opinion, I think that feeling is the only thing that really truly matters. And affirming all the time and using repetition and practice is good only when and if you are able to get into the state with those affirmations. If those affirmations don't help you relax, feel at ease, and feel confident and feel worthy, I would choose different affirmations. I really think that for myself especially, there were affirmations that I had just really been like shooting for the stars, so to speak. And these affirmations were like just really, really grandiose. And I was wondering why they weren't happening in a quick enough time. And like, I was just like, well, I want this now. Like, I've been able to manifest other things. And it was because my subconscious mind had all of these other beliefs behind it that was like, dude, we don't even like, it's almost like when you're at work, or if you have a corporate job, then you know what I'm talking about. I work in biotechnology and radiotherapy. So working on oncology systems, and you can't just like if they were to assign me something that is like way just like something that I have no idea about or is not within my scope, what do I say? I'm just like, this is not within my scope. I would need training on this. I would need to break it down into bite-sized pieces, and I would need to set little goals in order to feel confident to be whatever the task or the role is asking for. Does that make sense? I hope that this is providing clarity, because a lot of people will get upset with themselves, and I used to get upset with myself because I felt like, why isn't my affirmation coming? It's because the feeling that is being created and generated with that affirmation is it's counteracting. It's becoming more, it's almost like it's repelling that thing from coming to you. Now, I wanted to talk about something else because this is really interesting to me. I noticed that when I get into a state of gratitude, and I talk about gratitude all the time, like I will forever stay talking about gratitude because it's just such a quick way to get everything that you want. But when I'm in the state of gratitude, things come towards me. You become a magnet to those things. And it's not, and I don't want to say that you have to be happy all the time, because we're actually, as humans, supposed to experience polarity. We're supposed to know what we don't want in order to manifest what we do want. Okay, so we're not saying that we don't want experiences that provide us information on what is going to make us feel better or expand or evolve as humans. What I'm saying is that using your perspective to think about what is good instead of necessarily what you don't want, being able to focus on something that you actually desire and want to experience in your reality, I think that has a lot more weight. And it's almost as if you're kind of like a vacuum, like to all things though. It's not just in one area of your life. And I want you to think about it. Like in your life, have you ever had a moment where, you know, you have seasons in your life, and when things are good, things are really good. When you manifest that job, you also like love comes in, you know, you're hanging out with friends, you're like going to the gym. Like it's an all-encompassing thing when life is good. And then when life is bad, life is like really bad. You know, it's just like, this is like, ugh. So I hope that makes sense. Um, your subconscious mind, it does not care what information you feed it. It's going to project into the 3D what you believe to be true. And to be honest, we have so many thoughts throughout the day. So many. And the ones that we focus on and the ones that we continue to focus on with that knowing and with that, and it's not even full, you don't even have to fully believe in it. You just have to feel like what that state looks like, which we all have the capacity of doing. You inherently, when you were born and when you were growing up, you would do this all throughout your life. You already know what it looks like to feel in that state and remain in that state. So be confident in that. You already know how to do this. You've been doing this your whole life. You get into that state and you begin to feel how it would be when you receive those things. Okay, I hope that that has been helpful. Leave your experiences down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.